Welcome back to the Forever SMP server. My name is JoshyPowerz and today we're gonna do a bit of everything. And of course the reason therefore is because, well, I was building up a cactus farm and I died. Well, not just died, I lost my sugar box. And by losing my sugar box, well, I lost my gear. So of course that is one of the most annoying things that could have happened because, well, I just got finally a little bit of diamond gear and stuff. I didn't wear it yet, but I kept it safe, I thought, but I didn't. So, well, too bad, I guess. Now, of course, over here you see a backup gear. I did display the name because I thought it was kind of funny. Whenever I need it, I'll just get ashamed because it's my backup gear and it's all iron and stuff. I don't really like it. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. And also one of the other things I've done in the meantime as well is I caught a jerk. A phantom, right? Yes. Okay, so I caught a phantom over here. I was like, sure, why not? He was just flapping around just in between here. Then he got out over here and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. So yeah, that's what I've done. And I have done a little bit more, like put some pots down and stuff, like outside as well. Not everything is filled up just yet. I had more pots than I had flowers. So yeah, here we go. We got some done and most of them are empty. But I mean, even empty, they give a little bit of a vibe. And I really enjoy that quite a bit. So that's what I've done as well. Now, of course, in all of those I can put one as well, which is amazing. Like over here and stuff. And sooner rather than later, I want to fill this all up with more flowers. So of course, if we go down over here, there has been a murder. I have been playing with the armor strength mod just a little bit, or data pack at least. I have been working with it just a little bit to test some things out, and well, this is what I came up with. So yeah, a little bit sinister, but hey, it's in my basement, so that's what you might expect from me. Now of course, if we go down over here, you might hear something. Probably too loud anyway. We got chickens, and the only reason is for the raw chicken and for the feathers, mostly the feathers of course, because well, raw chicken I don't care, but still I like it and I'm gonna use it until I get a full chest, I guess, maybe, of feathers and stuff, because I want more feathers. Why is that? I don't know. I thought I had a reason for it, but I forgot. Now if we go over here, you might notice there's a lever over here. Of course, a little bit of strength for the vines as well. So just ignore those things. They're so-called not here. And we got a lever over here. That's for a bamboo farm. And we will trigger it soon. Now, if we go further down again, I always get lost over here myself. We got some furnaces, which will burn down the cactus. And the fun thing is, we got plenty of bamboo anyway for it. And this chest might be full as well. And of course, every time it's just one of them. And that's totally fine. And from time to time, I think someday this thing might be empty and I kind of forget about it. But of course, that's one of those things. And all of the green dye goes in here. So we already got about 2 stacks or 2 rows of stacks. And of course, over here, if you press the lever, it's a flying machine. It grows very fast as well. Now, I did have to put the lanterns a little bit lower on the ceiling. Otherwise, it didn't really work too well. And, well, now the lighting is great. And it grows so fast that I don't even keep up with it. Because, well, it's too fast. Now, I do not want to keep this thing on the whole time. And there's a good reason therefore, of course. And that is because, well, otherwise it's kind of a little bit stupid, I guess, because, well, I don't even think if things will grow too well if you keep it on. Now, of course, in this episode, we will do plenty. And with that said, I mean, the whole railway over here on the right side will be gone and will be pushed back into the wall. Now, since I put some farms over there, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'll fix something and it'll be fine, I guess, because it's all inside of walls anyway. So it doesn't really matter at all. And of course, all of those will become deep slate. Like I said, I think in the last episode or so. Because, well, this doesn't look that well now, does it? So of course, this whole area will be different as well. Like, for example, the gate will be gone and there will be something else instead. Like right now, it seems off-center. like quite a bit of course, but this is supposed to be the middle because this one has to be a stair as well. That's why I want to also just get it back to stairs and 2 railways next to it. I hate it. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this part. It's gonna be a little bit higher and there's gonna be a special door over here, which I think is gonna be amazing. Now of course, like you might notice, we still got too much to dig out. So like you might notice, we got a little bit of progress done, but not enough. And the reason therefore, of course, is just because, well, my pickaxe was broken again and again and again. Almost, at least. I mean, I worked a lot on this just with iron pickaxes. Then I changed it to my diamond pickaxe because I could get the highest things, I guess. The enchantments and stuff. I got them through fishing. But one of those things is as well, of course, is the fact that I am kind of done with that part because, well, like you might notice, this hole, it could have been dug out years ago by now. I mean, I hate it. I hate that I kept it this long, and I'm gonna change that up, of course. And that is why I decided to just get full enchantments and stuff and just get going. Of course, you might think like, how do you even get enchantment books if you're just gonna use the enchanter? Well, I'm not. It's just stupid. It's useless. You never get what you want, and I never get to 30 levels because I die quite a bit. Might be because I'm not very gear anymore. But I want to show off my gear as well because I like that a little bit better. Because now, at least if you see me in something else, you might notice like, hey, that's Joshy. Because, well, I'm wearing my, well, skin. So, of course, I had to make a deal with death again. And it sounds stupid. I made a deal with death again. So yeah, well, DeathDealer, of course. Well, he got me all those great, amazing books. Now you might think like, why did you decide or change your mind? Because, well, that's kind of me. I change my mind a lot. And I mean a lot. Even in, during a stream or anything, I always change my mind. In real life as well, I always change my mind. Why is that? I don't know. I just do whatever I want, and well, if I don't do something I do want, and yeah, I don't know. I just change my mind a billion times over, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes I just want to do something else. So of course, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get back into the mine. And I'm gonna stream this part on Twitch again, so you will have missed it if you've seen the episode but not the stream. Now, if you do want to see my streams, go to twitch.tv/JoshyPowerz, where you can find me. And don't look too much at the schedule because, well, every time I upload a new schedule, I will try it out. But like always, no promises. Alright, so for now, I'm gonna get started on the dig again, and well, by the time I'm done, I think it's about a few days later again, because it still feels like a long-term job. So that was it for now, and I'll see you guys after the dig. Alright, so the dig has finally been completed, and well, it just took a little bit longer. It took about 2 days or so not as bad as I thought at least, and I got a little bit of help from TimeArchitect at the end with the last few rows, which was amazing, because otherwise I wasn't gonna get it done that day. Because, well, I've been doing it through the whole night. So that is one of those things, of course. Now, you might notice it's so empty and so many frog lights around. Well, don't worry about that. The torches will be gone, or at least most of them, I think. I don't know for sure. I think all of the torches will be gone and all of the frog lights will be gone later on. And we will make sure that this place will look amazing. Now, of course, one of those things that I have done is get a lot of the materials already. Like, I got a lot of spruce logs because, well, I'll need all of those. I even got one more stack over here. I got a lot of stuff. And, well, I gotta be honest, I'm not even done yet. So, I got a little bit more together. But, that was a lot already. Now you may have noticed already in my inventory, we got full diamond gear again, and everything is enchanted, and most of them already got the trims on them except for the boots, and I yet have to get the one for the boots, of course. But so far this is what my trims look like, and I do like it. I'm not entirely sure if it will look okay on the netherite gear or something, but it's gonna take a long time before we get into netherite gear, I guess. Anyway, I don't really care about it that much anymore, but At least I like this quite a bit better, so I'm glad about the fact that we finally got gear again. So of course, with the dig done and a lot of materials gathered, I will continue and get a lot more of the materials that I'll need for now. And I'll see you guys again afterwards. Alright, with all of the materials gathered at this point, I'm going to get started on time-lapse because, well, it's long overdue now, isn't it? So without further ado, let's get started on time-lapse right now. Alright, so that was it for the time lapse, and of course, like you can see already, we are converting into the deep slate right now. Now, I did put a lot of leaves over here, which I do think it's a lot better than what it was before. Now, of course, there's a lot more to do, and first things first, of course, I'll close it because I forgot to do that. So we got the redstone door now, and this is, to be fair, the first time I made one. Now, just by pressing this button, it will open up, and it's amazing. It gives a little bit light over here as well, otherwise this will be light level 0 or so. And of course, you might notice we got this one over here. This one is ready, and this one will work whenever, and this time I'll use a button instead of pushing it all the time like I did before, of course. Now, of course, over here I haven't started yet. I wanted to, but I decided not to yet. I'll fix this one later off camera, of course, in between the episodes. And for now, let's go into here. So, of course, you might notice it's big. It's quite big. Now over here, this is a little bit too simple, it seems like, but that's only because of the elevator over here that we needed to have all the platforms at least leading over here. Now I did do that, of course, and some of those are just for lighting because otherwise light level 0 and stuff. Now this is an elevator. I do like it. It's quite simple, but still I do like it. Like all the grindstones over here going all the way up, of course. And same goes for the chains going all the way up, like they're somewhat pulling it. I was somewhat thinking about doing the chains next to those as well, but I decided to do them over here. Now, does it make sense? I doubt it, but I'm fine with it. So that is one of those things. Now, of course, over here we got a little bit more of an extra beam. This one was mostly here just to support this, well, this part, I guess, a little bit extra. I like to do it like this, so I did. A little bit more copper, and I used a lot of copper, like you might have noticed already. So for now, of course, if we go to the first layer, well, you might notice, first things first, we got a billion of those things, so to speak. Those will all be tunnels, and they will be 3x4, so 3x4, of course, like that. And every single one of them will be dug out at least like that, and of course the surrounding areas whenever there is ore and stuff. So that is what I want to do. Now you might notice as well, there's a lot of stairs in here. At least every layer has 2, except for the top one, of course, and the reason therefore is because, well, it was kind of impossible to do so. So yeah, I'm just walking upstairs right now because, well, I do really love this place. On the elevator you might notice a lot of lichen, and the reason therefore, of course, is because, well, otherwise it would have been too dark, I felt like. So I changed it up a little bit. And of course as well, if we go all the way upstairs, well, we're almost there, I guess. Every layer is kind of just the same. But the only things I've done differently on each one of them is mostly the walkways through, I guess, or something like that. I don't know how to call them. Now, of course, you might notice there's not enough beams and stuff. But the reason therefore is because I didn't feel like it. It felt like there was too many of them, and I didn't like it at all. So I decided not to put them in, and at least I did put some of them in there, but not all of them, because I felt like it would have been too much. Now, of course, like you might notice, if you go all the way upstairs, the ceiling I fixed because, well, I didn't like it. It was too open and stupid. Now it is somewhat too dark, like you might notice, of course. And the darkness, I want to try and get rid of it with a pattern of like glow lichen. But I might like just leave it like this. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Now you might think like walking all the way up and down is gonna be quite annoying now, isn't it? Well, yeah, it is, unless, well, going down isn't much of a problem. So if I want to go down, of course, I can just show you. Well, not over here because that's going to be an elevator and stuff. If I just jump, you know what, let's do it somewhat more in the center area. I think that's a little bit better. So if we do it over here instead, we can just jump down all the way without getting hurt. Well, we will get hurt, of course, but we won't die. So that's a good thing. Now the only thing that is a problem is getting upstairs, since we only got all of those things. Now, of course, this is not ideal, and I'm not gonna leave it like this. The first layer, at least, I want to do, well, that's the bottom layer, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I want to do without having an elevator in here. Maybe go to the first and second floor as well without an elevator. And maybe if we're getting too bored with it because we have to walk all the time, we at least will add an elevator someday, I guess. But I'm not entirely sure where we're going to do that. So, well, we will. But whenever and wherever, I do not know yet. But that's one of those things that we will do later. Now, I'm thinking about adding more later. Especially maybe like ore areas or something like that, of course. And I want to add an awful lot more details, probably, like also in the walkways or whatever they're called. I don't know, just those things. All the oak planks and stuff, they will change up a little bit into also like stairs and stuff, because I really think that's gonna be more amazing to add a little bit of stairs in the mix, so it doesn't look as straight as it does right now. Now, of course, on the bottom layer, it will always be the same, I guess. But on top, I want to change it up a little bit to make it look a little bit more lifelike, I guess. And I might add some more armor stands and stuff, and add some more ores later on, because like on the elevator we will get some ores. We haven't gotten any of them yet, so later on I will add some ores, just the loot that we will mine, and from there I think it's gonna be amazing. Now it's mostly gonna be probably off camera mining and stuff, but of course I will take you with me at least sometime, at least the first time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take you guys with me, and that's gonna be like an episode 5 thing, I guess. So it's gonna be a little bit more mining stuff, but I still think it's gonna be amazing. Alright, so with all that said and done, I think it's gonna be the end of the episode, because, well, it took too long. It came out a little bit late, I get that. It's 2 or 3 weeks, I bet. 3 weeks maybe. It's 3 weeks or so late, and I'm very sorry about that. But it was a lot of work, a lot of grinding, and kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.